Man, stuff don't work. Tired of killing yourself week in and week out at the gym and not seeing any change. You used to see progress before. It's almost like when you first started, it came really, really quickly. Now you can't gain a pound of muscle. You can't lose a pound of fat. Stay tuned while I drop 3 different things on you to help you break your plateau. First reason why you're stuck at a plateau is your program, your split, your workout routine, whatever you want to call it. You're just routinely doing the same things over and over again. You're doing the same set of exercises in the same order on the same day, month after month after month. And you're wondering why you're not seeing changes. It's because your body is used to the program that you're already on. So if every Monday I'm doing chest, every Tuesday I'm doing back, and I'm doing the same exercises, I have them plugged in and at the same spot every single week. My body's already used to that. I know on Monday I'm going in and I'm hitting barbell, bench press, then I'm doing dumbbells, then I'm doing cables. On Tuesday, I know that I'm starting with lat pull downs, then I'm going to some dumbbell rows. My body already knows that. It's already used to that. So if you're doing the same body parts on the same day, you have to change your exercises that you're using. Do an exercise that you haven't done yet, but you don't have to go over the top. You don't have to do one of these circus exercises or something that's crazy. Just pick one of the basic exercises, or even pick a machine that you haven't used yet that hits the targeted muscle group really well with good tempo, and that will help you switch up your routine a little bit. Take out an exercise that you've been doing for, the past year, every single session, switch it up a little bit, then you can improve and try and break your plateau. If you're watching this video, you've obviously been working out for some period of time. And when I tell people who are just starting their journey or kind of in the beginning end, first couple year or two, I always tell them you want to evenly work out your body unless you have something that's severely lacking. So, if you're hitting upper body twice a week, you need to be hitting legs twice a week. If I'm doing push-pull legs, I need to be doing push-pull legs again, not push, 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 and then pull, then legs. You should be hitting everything evenly. So if you're at a point where you notice that a body part is lacking, then it's important to put emphasis on that body part when you're choosing your split. So for me on my leg days, I do a quad day and I do a hamstring day because, I felt like my legs were lacking, and I've been doing that for the past few years, and I've seen really significant results doing it, so I'm sticking to it. The only thing that I'm changing is the exercises that I'm using. I'm making sure that I'm not doing the same exercises in the same order every single quad day or every single hamstring day. The days are consistent within the week, but the exercises are not. So if you have a lacking body part, you need to determine what body part that is, and also why do you feel like that body part is lacking. So if I'm training for a show or interested in doing some bodybuilder stuff, then I need to research and look into that and see, is the class that I'm trying to compete in, do they typically have big arms, big legs? Do I need more chest? Do I need more back? If you're working out for just an even frame, which I think most people are, then you need to see, maybe my legs are lacking, maybe my chest is a little underdeveloped. But those are only things that you're going to determine after you've been working out for some time. So if you've only been working out for 3 or 4 months, I'm not suggesting to you is keep everything even, because sometimes different body parts catch up, sometimes different body parts don't. But I can tell you from experience, a lot of times when people have overdeveloped body parts and underdeveloped body parts in different parts of their bodies, is because at the beginning of their journey, they were overworking one part of their body more than they were the other. So trying to keep everything as even as possible when you first start off, especially if you've only been working out for 6, 7, 8 months and you feel like you're at a plateau, just switch up the exercise order. Second thing that's gonna help you break your plateau is your intensity in the gym. So there's several different things that you can do in order to change the intensity of your workouts to confuse the muscle group. I've said this before in my previous videos. I'm gonna say it again. I'm gonna continue saying it in the future. If you're not shocking the muscle group, if you are not confusing the muscle group, it's not going to grow. So this goes hand in hand with picking your split and the correct exercises. So if I'm a person that want to keep dumbbell chest press in my program, like I'm not taking that out for anything. That's perfectly fine. I need to do something to make that exercise a little bit more challenging, a little bit more harder, some way to confuse my chest muscle before I go to the chest press. And you can do that by using a superset. You can do something as simple as hit a set of dumbbell chest press, go on the floor, hit a set of push-ups. That's a chest superset. You can hit a set of dumbbell chest press, and then you can do a set of dumbbell flies. That's a good way to confuse your chest too. Or if you're looking for just doing something more basic, you can go through 3 or 4 sets of chest press using a dumbbell. And then on your last set, on your 4th or 5th set, you can line up 3 different weights, 90s, 80s, 70s, and you can do a drop set. So I'll do a set of 90s, knock out 6 of those. Do the 80s, knock out 8 of those. Do the 70s, knock out 6 of those. So all those things are ways that you can use the same exercises that you're using in your program right now, but you can confuse the muscle group by using a different intensity. And of course, just baseline, just overall general rule when you're in the gym. If you're just going through the motions, you're not sweating, you haven't breathed hard, you don't feel a pump, you're not getting anything from the workout whatsoever. So that's just a general rule of thumb. If you find yourself in the days just kind of circling around, talking to people, or you're not really into the workout, you're not focused, you're taking 5, 6, 7 minute rest sets and you're not doing some powerlifting routine, you're not getting what you need to get out of the workout. You should be sweating, there should be some breathing hard, there should be, different faces, crazy faces, funny faces being made while you're lifting because the last 2 reps are so challenging. You should be challenging yourself in the gym with every single session. If you're not challenging yourself, that's why you're not breaking your plateau, because your muscle is used to your program, is used to your intensity. Let's go to the third thing. Third thing, I feel like I've mentioned this on almost every video about, gaining muscle, breaking a plateau, but it's the most important thing, and I put emphasis on it because it's something that I struggle with as well. So don't feel bad. This is a point of emphasis or a point of this is a point where you need to improve on. If you watch anything where anybody has gained a significant amount of muscle or any amount of muscle, they always show what they're eating, they're showing their diet. So when you're at a plateau, it can get really, really easy to try and just consume whatever you want to, donuts, cookies, whatever, because you're trying to get your calories up. You watch this dude on YouTube and, he's eating junk food to get his calories up. You've watched, wrestlers and football players just put junk in their body so they can gain a bunch of weight in a short period of time. It's gonna help you overall in your journey when you're at a plateau. It's just picking things that are, 100, 200, 300 calories more per day and just riding it out through the rest of the week and seeing how it goes. So maybe in between my meals this week, I'm gonna add a peanut butter and jelly sandwich to it. Then I'm gonna add, 2 or 3 ounces more of ground turkey to my dinner. Those are 2 easy things that you can do that will up your calorie count, that'll up your protein count, it'll up your carb count, and now you have more to work. Now you have more calories in your system. You're entering that surplus a little bit more. That right there can help you just gain that 1 or 2 pounds of muscle. And then once you kind of see how that works, see how these food groups work for you, see how adding more protein, how adding more protein or adding more carbs to your diet works out for you, then you can really start playing with your diet. Like, okay, well, I know ground turkey, that's gonna help me get in a lot of protein, but it might not give me the calories that I needed. So I'm gonna add in some salmon at the end of the day, or I'm gonna add in some chicken or some steak, or you'll learn the varieties of the different proteins and how they affect your body, how the different carbs affect your body. But you have to start off somewhere. And that somewhere is not starting off gobbling down a bunch of junk food or fast food because you're trying to just pound 2, 3, 4,000 calories so you can gain, so you can break your plateau. You started off on a good foot. You've been eating really good meals up until this point. Do not stray away from the process just because you're at a plateau. It might not even be your diet. You might be getting in perfect meals, but you're doing the things in step 1 and 2 of, not changing up the order of your exercises or changing up your exercises, and you don't have intensity anymore in the gym. It might not be your diet. Your diet might be fine. But if you're not getting the most out of your workouts, you're not getting anything from your workouts, then it doesn't matter anyway. Everything goes hand in hand. Diet, working out, and of course sleeping. And in order to break your plateau, you gotta make sure you're getting calorie surplus if you're trying to gain muscle, calorie deficits. You need to be eating maybe a little bit less or burning more calories in the gym, more cardio, to put yourself further in that deficit. And you need to be doing the right things in the gym. Those two things hand in hand, of course, with sleep are going to help you break your plateau. And you can't have one without the other. Have all the ingredients in there in order to see changes. If you like this video and you'd like to see more of it, which I am going to drop a part 2, make sure you leave a comment in the comment section. Also, make sure you hit that subscribe button and notification button so you can be up to date on any other videos that I put out in the future. See you next time.